All this history is heavily imprinted in our genes, much more than we are willing to admit. The strangest animal on the planet is on its way. But a diet of fruits and nuts that had sustained us in the forests could be readapted to one of roots and bulbs from the ground. Instead of lazily stretching an arm to grab the ripe fruit from a branch, as we had done in paradise, down here we had to scratch and dig the hard earth with much effort, just as these bushmen from Namibia do today. The savanna is a more hostile habitat than the forests. We complemented this costly diet with small animals from the ground that were easy to capture. Each insect was a treat, each egg or invalid chick a gift. This larger intake in proteins rendered large belly sizes to digest heavy leaves unnecessary. An increase in brain size came at the expense of a reduction of the digestive system. Thus, fibrous plants that were difficult to assimilate gave way to meat and animal fat. We thus arrive at the last million years of our story, and to a series of increasingly dramatic events that have made us who we are today. Though they lacked claws and fangs, ancestral apes had a large brain, good eyesight, and prehensile and efficient hands inherited after millions of years of eating fruit. And also, as with all good primates, a certain degree of social organization. Then we became addicted to animal protein, and we began to hunt more and hunt better, thus increasing our intellectual development. Only by observing our origin and studying the biological aspects of the way in which we currently behave as a species can we understand our extraordinary existence. We became organized primates who hunted. This makes us unique among all existing apes. The bad thing is that a change like this produced an animal with a dual personality. Too little time has gone by for us to forget our old vegetarian ways, while we hurriedly assume the new ways of carnivores. Our body and lifestyle were designed for a forest, and quite suddenly, in evolutionary terms, we were expelled into a world in which we could only survive as intelligent predators. This has affected our behavior until today, and there is no suit and tie or technology that can hide this.
That's how it was. Every part of this body, all of our abilities and behaviors, are a product of evolution. These eyes that can see in color, these hands that are capable of shooting, and this brain that is wont to doubt it all. We became so strong that we were able to invade the entire planet by following large migrant animals to rob them of their meat. It didn't matter where they went, in the heat or in the cold. There we were, ready to finish them off.
There is an evolutionary theory that suggests that the first hominids, after becoming addicted to the meat of these animals, followed them in their migrations. And this is how we left Africa and colonized the world. But the planet is no longer what it once was. The selfish ape is everywhere and competes for space with the great herbivores. In this war, we know who will always be the loser.
In no time, meat was not enough. We wanted it all. Ivory for the office of a selfish ape.
Mankind has crowned itself the king of creation. Its extraordinary cultural and technological evolution have enabled it to rule the planet and all its creatures. In the 21st century, the overpopulation of the planet, which will soon reach 7 billion people, as well as a climate change caused by our out-of-control thirst for energy consumption, pose serious threats to the supposed success of those who call themselves Sapiens-Sapiens. The most powerful ethnicity born in the new age of communication and globalization is the tribe of the suit. If an extraterrestrial observer studied us from a zoological standpoint, just as we do with all other animals, what conclusions would it draw from our behavior? Isn't it true that many of our actions are frankly stupid and unintelligent? If we weigh our successes against their consequences, are we truly an evolutionary success? The worst of it is that we do so knowingly. No member of the tribe of the suit can allege in their defense that they do not know what we are doing to our own future as a species. The chaos in which we live is a sum of egotisms that do not make us happier. It might be that the price of success is too expensive. We equate wealth and power with massive consumption. Only we are capable of eating without being hungry, drinking without being thirsty, and exterminating other animals only to wear their skins. The great herds we used to venerate as if they were gods are now just an obstacle in our way. In the world, there are more poor and chronically underfed people than there were in the beginning of the 20th century. Radical and religious groups kill each other at a never-before-seen scale, and nuclear arsenals hold enough weaponry to permanently finish off the human species.